Paris Saint-Germain's stroll to the finish line continued with Troyes' visit to the Parc des Princes on Sunday evening. It will take the host just 6 minutes to open the scoring, and get Di Maria delivering in, and Marquinhos practically walking the ball into the net. Nice ball in, but the defence disappearing. The lead would be doubled soon after. Kylian Mbappe brought down in the box by Eric Palmer-Brown. Referee pointing to the spot. Fairly easy decision. Meanwhile, the man to step up. Cool as you like, a stutter, and then rolling the ball into the bottom left corner for 2-0. Just 5 minutes later, the deficit would be halved with the assist bizarrely coming from Nuno Mendes. Ike Ugbo taking full advantage. And time for the trademark bit of almost from Messi, brilliantly finding his way through the defence, but Jesse Moulin tipping his shot onto the post. PSG would throw away a 2-goal lead again. We're in the repas, brought down by Presnel Kimpembe. If you thought the Neymar penalty was coolly taken, Florian Tardieu bringing out the Panenka to equalise. Troyes take an impressive point to move that little bit closer to safety, whilst it's 3 consecutive draws for the champions. Marseille were aiming to put a disappointing week behind them when they travelled to Lorient. They would get off to a good start. Jeremy Morel getting himself into trouble and then bundled off the ball by Cengiz Ünder, put in a killer ball which was turned home by Bamba Dieng. Karate kick of a volley for the opener. Just 3 minutes into the second half. Chances of any kind of comeback took another hit. Matteo Guendouzi with a nice first touch, and the ball somehow finding a way past Mathieu Dreyer. Almost not celebrating against his former club. Soon after, the game would be over as a contest. Long ball from the back for Dieng. Goal scorer holding off and then delivering the perfect ball at the perfect time for Gerson. 3-0 the final score. Les Olympiens take a big step towards that silver medal. Monaco were looking to snatch a spot on the podium when they travelled to face dethroned champions Lille in the weekend's opening game. And shortly before the break, they would grab the opening goal, with Sam Ben Yedder making his way into the box. Aurélien Tchouaméni shifting it onto his left and finding the bottom corner. Showing why he is so in demand. Lille would level things up though. Jonathan Bamba finding Angel Gomez, who darted into the box, left Guillermo Maripin chasing his tail and curled it round Alexander Nubel for the equaliser. Very nice solo goal for the former Manchester United man. But 6 minutes later, Monaco back on the attack. The ball laid off to Tchouaméni with a bit of space. And again, the same result. Thunderous drive, even better than the first. Monaco move into a podium spot for now, but it's Rennes still to play on Wednesday. Strasbourg were endeavouring to get their European charge back on track when they travelled to a Brest side with little to play for. They showed no shortage of motivation early on though, coming very close to the opening goal when a header struck the bar. And then Paul Lannes came close on the rebound. And down the other end, the woodwork would also be struck. Kevin Gamero through on goal, only able to find the bar. It would be Strasbourg who grabbed the only goal of the game. This time Gamero finding the net, eventually. Strasbourg hang on to a 1-0 win that moves them temporarily back into the top 5. Lens were hoping to keep their slim chances of European qualification alive when they took the relatively short trip south to Reims. But it would not be Lens who opened the scoring. Marshall Monetzi finding Arba Zanelli, and Zanelli finding the net. Kosovan picking up the first goal after a long spell out with an ACL injury last week, and this week making it 2-2. It would take Lens just 10 second half minutes to find an equaliser though. A nice team move, culminating in a composed finish from Florian Sotoka. Lens kept up the pressure. It would eventually pay off. In the 91st minute, Ignatius Ganago playing in Sekou Fofana. Looking fantastic, doing it again. Not his first stoppage time winner of the season, and this one keeping his team in the hunt for Europe. Nothing less than 3 points would do for Metz when they welcome Lyon to the Stade Saint-Symphorien. The hosts would open the scoring just before the half-hour mark. Corner from the right, volleyed home by Vincent Pajot. His first goal of the season and for Metz. Metz, just like last week, would go 2 goals ahead. Didier Lamkelze racing through and a neat dinked finish over Anthony Lopez for his 2nd goal in France. Celebrating with the fans, showing excellent composure. But again, just like last week, the 2-goal lead wouldn't last long. Just 3 minutes later, the deficit would be hard. Tete finding Moussa Dembele in acres of space, and the finish finding a gap under Marc Aurel Caillard. Lyon were reduced to 10 after a straight red for Thiago Mendes, but nevertheless found the equaliser. Dembele again, Caillard only able to palm the shot onto the inside of his post. Heartbreak again for Metz. The match would have one final twist, across making its way to Farid Boulaya, a step over, and then smashed into the roof of the net. Metz throw away a 2-goal lead for the 2nd week running, but this time they get their redemption and move off the bottom of the table. Clermont were looking for all 3 points to increase their survival chances when they hosted mid-table Montpellier, and it was the team with more to play for who took an early lead. Mohamed-Ali firing across goal, and Elbasan Rashani there to turn in from a few yards out. Desperate to get in his baby bump celebration, it could be the birth of a new top-flight campaign. There was a way to go yet though, and Montpellier would equalise in some style. Joris Jota sending the fans wild, quite literally, with a brilliant goal. 1 touch, 2nd touch, 3rd finding the net. And the pendulum swung back again as Johan Menin earned his side a penalty. BORDEAUX the man to take the responsibility. And he'd hold his nerve. A huge 3 points for Clermont, who move above Lorient into 16th. Angers and Bordeaux went head-to-head in what was perhaps surprisingly a relegation 6-pointer. Just 6 minutes into the game, a fairly innocuous-looking through ball turned into a huge chance for the hosts as Benoit Costil got caught in 2 minds. Mohamed-Ali Cho there to turn into an empty net. And the lead would be doubled shortly after. A brilliant header in off the post. Into the 2nd half, teenage substitute Sekou Mara would make an instant impact. Corner from the left headed home and the deficit halved. But a counter-attack would restore the 2-goal lead. Souleymane Doumbia nicking in front of Enoch Quateng, laying it off to Cho, who found Stéphane BAHOKEN in the middle, the striker turning home with a backheel of sorts. And Sekou would apply salt to the wound late on. A long ball forward finding Ismail Traoré, who in turn found Pereire Lage in the middle. Angers now all but mathematically safe. Bordeaux dropped to the bottom of the table. So 27 goals across 8 matches, with 2 still to play on Wednesday. 5 shared at Metz as the hosts restored some of their hope. 5 shared at Angers as Bordeaux lost some of theirs. Marseille bounced back and increased their grip on 2nd place. Monaco and Strasbourg moved up to 3rd and 5th respectively, whilst they wait for Rennes and Nice to play on Wednesday. Angers' big win puts them all but safe, whilst Troyes' comeback against PSG moves them away from danger. Saint-Etienne can move out of the danger zone with a win on Wednesday and would confirm Bordeaux's relegation if they do. Next weekend sees all 10 games on the Saturday evening. The biggest game undoubtedly the head-to-head for the podium spots between Marseille and Rennes, whilst Bordeaux and Lorient's match could be huge depending on Wednesday's results.